Hello everybody and welcome to Armoured Warfare Open Beta. I'm 4040 and we're going to have a really quick little look at this game. So a few of my viewers are interested in things like War Thunder, and I've been asked if I play any other tank-based games like World of Tanks. But I don't play World of Tanks, but I do play Armoured Warfare. Not because I think of any less of World of Tanks, it's just that I play what I play. So this is Armoured Warfare. It's currently in open beta and it is a free-to-play, or at least will be. Currently, as this video stands, I've had to pay to get into the closed beta and then it's gone into open beta, so anybody can play it, I think. Within this game, you get to play modern day tanks. So let's have a quick look at the dealers. There's two dealers, but the dealers aren't locked to specific nations. The dealers themselves represent private corporations who have a range of tanks. So you've got kind of like early end kind of Cold War era tanks like the T-54. So that's what you start off with, is just around about the Cold War period of time. All the way through to the Challenger 2, the T-90, you've got the Challenger 1 just up there. So these are your modern day tanks, and then you've got newer tanks coming out. We've got different previews of the new tanks. So this is these guys. If we quickly swap across to the other traders, Wolfie. At the bottom they've got the Leopards, they've got the M4A1, they've got the Abrams. And then again at the top it's early Cold War stuff, so you've got the Patton 48 and light scouting vehicles. So when you start the game, you start off with the first tank in both of the trees, and then as you use the tanks, you progress and unlock different sections. You see you've got these bars going across the top here. So you unlock these particular trees by doing certain things in other tanks, for example fire supports. I'd either have to battle 0 out of 6,000 damage to enemy armored vehicles with that, or do lot of damage. So they have specific requirements and they are all different. They're similar, do X amount of damage, but they usually have a caveat with do X amount of damage within this range or out of that range. Now, unlike earlier tank games, you don't really have heavy, light, medium tanks. They're not really split like that. How they're split is mainline battle tanks. So these are battle tanks that are heavily armoured, they've got good guns, and they are quite fast. All of the tanks in this are quite fast because mobility is key when playing this game. Modern armoured fighting vehicles have got very good high thrust to weight ratios, especially the later ones due to their turbine engines as opposed to having diesel engines, which was at the top. But what you've got is you've got the American mainline battle tanks. Then you've got the armoured fighting vehicles. So these guys are supposed to be fast, they're supposed to be agile. They're the scouts for your team, so you get bonuses to capturing points, getting in behind enemy lines, and spotting enemy vehicles. And these are all very lightly armoured. Some of them have got a high punch, but some aren't. So you've got MBPs and you've also got recon vehicles. They both have the same type of idea behind them. They're all very fast, but the little armoured fighting recon vehicles are the fastest. We've got wheel destroyers. Now these are incredibly lightly armoured tanks which are designed for long range warfare. Their guns are generally better than their equivalent heavy battle tanks, but they can't get involved in a front line. They have to sit back, let the battle tanks be engaged, and then snipe on targets of opportunity. You do have long-range artillery pieces, the SPGs, and they do work differently to in World of Tanks. There's a lot of angst to do with World of Tanks and the artillery in World of Tanks. This game has tried to endeavour to resolve some of these issues, but as I don't play World of Tanks, I don't really feel like I have the authority to talk in particular detail on the difference. I know how these work, but I don't know how World of Tanks work too well. And again, same line, you've got East European mainline battle tanks, West European mainline battle tanks, fire support vehicles, so these are your fast So these are similar to the light scouts. So base captures bases quickly, enhanced spotting ranges. Light scouts, high caliber light armor are the same as the wheeled anti-armor. So these are basically your tank destroyers. They are usually quite good at hiding. They've got good stealth capabilities, but the armor, yeah, the armor is not good. So these guys, good mobility, handling off-road terrain. So these are your fast shooty scouts that lurk around in bushes, jump from cover to cover, and take out targets of opportunity. So anyway, let's brief outline of what they all do. It is a very incredibly brief outline. I could go into more detail in a different video, but as you can see, I've got the 2 tier 1 from the different ones. So you've got a light scouting, spotting scout, and a heavier tank for tier 1. And then for tier 2, I've got the T-54 unlocked. These two here have been given to me just to play with, but I've gone for a mainline battle tank. So you know, we've got a scout, and this is the equivalent of a mainline battle tank for tier 1, I guess. It's still quite relatively lightly armoured, but it has got a good gun, but it's a lot slower. But I've gone for the mainline battle tank. We're still looking at Cold War era stuff. I mean, good old T-54. And the way that the games work is when you have a tank, when you play games, you get these reputation points that you can spend on unlocking these parts. This is the parts tree. So each tank can be individually upgraded. Now, there will be parts that are which unlock additional slots or additional upgrades, which then become available for other tanks. So sometimes you'll want to progress in tanks that you're not particularly interested in playing with, just due to the things that they will unlock as part of their progression that you can use on other tanks. Things like retrofits and consumables, retrofits in particular. You do have a choice of ammunition, and this is the particular area that you sort it all out in. You notice some of these have got the lock symbol because these are to do with the old gun, and I've got the new gun variants. So I've got AP and heat. These lower T's, heat's generally the better. AP is good against tanks which have got active defences against heat-shaped charges, but at these lower T's, those things weren't particularly on. So you can upgrade your ammo, and retrofits are additional alterations that you can make to the tank. So at the moment, I've only got one slot unlocked because it's quite a low-tier tank, and I've upgraded the reload time because it has got a very good gun. With these retrofits, you can upgrade armour, firepower, mobility, or technology to either boost weaknesses or to enhance strength. So I tend to try and enhance the strengths of the vehicle that you're in. Along with that, you have your basic consumables. So I've gone and got myself a repair kit, first aid, fire extinguisher. This is only in available in PvE, and yes, there is PvE and PvP in this game. So as well as all of these things, you can upgrade, make different aspects of the tank better, so you can fine-tune what you're driving to your playing style, which I think is actually something which, for example, War Thunder perhaps doesn't do quite well, but this does. So you can fine-tune it, which includes picking the skills of your crew. As your crew upgrades, your crew and your commander get to pick additional skills, and this is just a bit at the end where you get to choose whether you want to auto resupply. So that's a very, very brief, very quick rundown of the fact that you can fine-tune and you can pick the skills. So we're going to go into a mission. There we go. And we're going to... Can we do a medium? No. So medium contracts for tier 3 or higher. So I can't join that because I'm not in a tier 3 vehicle. I'm in a tier 2 vehicle. So I'm going to do an easy contract. And then you just wait to join a match. We've managed to get in relatively quickly in Operation Stormy Winter. The idea is that we have to go and secure the chopper and don't let anybody in, and we will have supply trucks we need to blow up for our objectives. So we've got the map in the bottom right and our tank in the bottom left, as well as all of our consumables and armour. So I'm going to load my shaped charge ammunition because it will be more effective in general, unless we come up against something in this tier that is very strong, in which case I'll just swap ammunition, because ammunition loads in this tank quite quickly because I've got additional crew. So let's talk a little bit. So you've got your central reticle. On the left-hand side of the central reticle, you have got your ammunition. It's currently reading this blue. And let's try. And missed him. There we go. They got him anyway. I thought he was going to reverse at the last second. So as you can see, the ammunition counts up very much like all the tanks, and I've got my HP listed in the top, in the reticle, as well as in the side at the bottom, just to make it clear to you when you're going, because you can focus down a little bit too much. Right, so I'm gonna try not to go too far away from my friends. Come on, peek out. No, you want to. He's gonna come. Yeah, he's. Yeah, let's just head in. I'm hoping he was going to come out from behind the lorry. There he goes. Okay, so the game, this is the PvE where we're fighting as a team with a load of other players, and this is a game where the bad guys are actually really tough. The PvE missions are not a wipe over. What have we got? No one's going to push forwards. There we go. Overthrow and
target locked on. Target locked. Target down.
Got it. Okay, so that's target destroyed. Tells you how much damage you've been doing. Tells me if I've been spotted. It's kind of greyed out at the moment at the top of the screen. That means that I am spotted, but not immediately, and I wait for that to cool down. Hit the target, and my friends finished him off. Brilliant. Okay, we're not doing too bad. So far they're throwing 2 1s at us. And we're up, and the enemy can't see us, so I'm just going to follow our friends in. I'm kind of at the back of the pack because I'm busy waffling and talking to you guys about stuff, but I'm sure nobody minds too much. Yep, so my my pack tactics have activated, so we're all boosting each other with pack tactics, which is an innate skill that our commanders have. So I've taken a few shots, my health's down a little bit.
Do not let them expand into this area.
And so in the bottom is my damage, my indication about how my tank is doing, what my people are doing, whether my command skill is active. It's the little lit token, where the things are around me in case I'm zoomed in, so I can see like hard objects. It's kind of almost like a radar, almost. And then right at the bottom is a little picture of a tank with a bar on it, which shows my cover. So currently my cover is quite low, because I'm not in any cover, I'm not hiding anything, and there's no enemy spotting me. That will go up if I hide behind cover and use cover sensibly, and that will go down. There you go, got it. That'll go down if I fire, which I have fired.
You've gone above and beyond, and I'll make sure you're rewarded.
Boom, right, dead. Any more? Missed him, didn't. Yeah, I missed him. I didn't allow for a reload. The zooming thing. There you go. Trying to get him in his turret traverse. Oh, hello. Hello, you. I'm gonna get you in your low oasis. That hurt him. Okay, that hurt him. Now, unlike World of Tanks and War Thunder, it's generally not a good idea to slope your armour. You always want to put the strongest part of your tank towards the enemy. Because the side armour on most modern tanks is incredibly weak compared to the guns that they have, there's no point sloping your armour, because they will be able to very easily pen. They will be very easily able to pen you, even if they were directly in front of me and I was like so, and they shot my side, they'd still be able to pen me, and if they're using explosive ammunition, they'll be able to fuck up my crew. So always try, especially in a mainline battle tank, to present as much of your front to the enemy as possible, because that's where all of your armour is. Angled sloping to try and deny how much hits is done in your tank is not necessarily the best of ideas. And we have won. So we've captured the base, and we've shot some bad guys, and generally had a little bit of a romp around the map. So, at victory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up another little match, and see what we can do in the match without me waffling too much about how this game works. We've managed to get ourselves into a standard multiplayer match. It looks like it's a tier 1 and tier 2 game. So as a tier 2 I'm top ranked, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get a few kills without getting kind of knocked out too quickly. These games can either be complete wipeouts or not. If we can kill the enemy's tier 1s quickly enough, we'll be able to rifle stomp more or less all the enemy tier 2s. Yeah, that's where I'm going to... Our enemy signalling where they want us to go. So as mainline battle tank, I have to almost lead the way and hope our scouts can... Hope that our scouts can help us find the enemy by spotting them for us. So I'm just going to progress along this railway line and going up the embankment. Going to go up the embankment. I've got a tier 1 ahead of me. Can I go up? Can I push? Nope. You can't go. Alright, I'll go up here. I'll be sensible. Kinda. So I'm going to try and cover this corner of the map. There you go. Everybody's going past me. Yay! Now, I don't profess to being any particularly good at this game, but I do enjoy playing it quite a lot. If you look at the enemy team of massed and are coming around the top of the map, most of our team have pushed along the bottom of the map. Okay, so I'm going to go down this gully and try and get some decent positions. I want the enemy to be spotted. I don't want to get spotted, but we've already killed 2 of their tier 1s, which... that's pretty decent news for us, bad news for them. So this is going to be a giant game of cat and mouse. I'm going to go into the industrial section. Okay, so they just knocked out one of our tier 1s. If you noticed in these tier 2, tier 1 games, if you're playing a tier 1, you really have to play cautiously because they're almost always the first to die. You're in the most fragile... You're in one of the more fragile types of vehicle. Right, I'm gonna... Enemies out there. I don't know if enemies are pushing through.
Identify.
Yeah, they are.
Hostile tank.
Can't cut through, okay.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
Okay, it looks like they are massing through here. And I don't want to end up getting flanked too badly. Okay, our enemy team is also pushing through here, which is good. I think they are pretty much just waiting. Try not to present too much to my side, okay. Damn it. Okay, missed. He's trying to get us to push. We know we're here. Got him. Okay, took out hits one of his crew, hit his engine. Okay. So trying to get hits on us as well. Can I get hit on him? No, I can't. I don't want to expose myself too much to the guys. Okay, those guys are falling back maybe. Trying to dodge somebody, but it's not us they're trying to dodge. They need to pull forward if they want to engage us.
Identify target. Hostile tank.
Pull that. Present my front. He got tagged by my trying to attack me. Okay, we've got a tier 1 there. Okay, they're just sniping. They're trying to plink away at us. They've not done much damage to me. I'm presenting as much of my armoured front as I can. He's going to stick out again. Yes. Got him. Okay. Pull back. Done some damage. Reloading. I boosted the reloading speed of this tank. Right, so he's gone. They're only down to 4 tanks. All of their tanks are in the middle. Okay, that's been, like I said, if we can kill their tier 1s, it can become a bit of a whitewash. Forwards. He can see me pushing forward. He wants to get a good shot. Hit him. Done damage. Yeah, he's trying to do damage to me. And oh, he timed that well. He knows what he's doing. He knows how long it takes for me to reload, more or less. He doesn't want to chance it too much. Okay. Alright, pushing. Gonna push, do as much damage as possible. He's still okay, which is annoying. Okay, he's down. I am spotted though. T-54 over there is going to be a problem. That's a tier 2, but he's there. He's down on health though, so let's try and. No, I'm not going to be able to see him. I don't see him. Yep, my friend's side scraping. Okay, we've got tier 2. Let's try and peek. There he is.
Target immobilized.
Hit him. Okay, got his tracks. He ain't going anywhere.
Identify. Hostile tank. Ammo up. Close deep.
More damage. Let's keep him pinned in place. Let's try a chancing shot.
No pen.
No pen. Still got his tracks damaged, and he's gonna come and have a look. I'm gonna preload.
No pen.
Preload AP and just try and. He's hiding. Okay, he's the only one left really. If we kill him, he's ours, and I've preloaded AP. So at this range, I need the AP. So the high explosive rounds at this range don't do me much good. So the AP will do better against it because it's a mainline battle tank, maximum armor. We've only lost half of our team, and they lost their tier 1s very quickly. It looked like their tier 1s charged, and our mainline battle tanks just stomped on them a bit. It does seem like a bit of a whitewash, this one does, but got some decent hits in, which is not bad. Got one kill. It should get us some decent points at least. Everybody's just racing to try and kill that guy. There we go, there he is. So victory for our side, victory for the T-54, so good old Russian tanks. Gotta love these Cold War tanks. We've managed to get a load of points, we've upgraded our tank a bit more. This is our progress to basically unlocking the next tier, the next tank. And also the general progress to unlocking the other trees, so I can unlock more tanks. And it looks like some of my crew have upgraded. So you are a driver. Okay, so you've got accuracy while moving, ramming damage increased, acceleration increased, hull traverse speed increased. I'm going to go for hull traverse because getting the front of the thick armour towards the enemy is something that is useful. Okay, so this guy, he's got some gunner skills. So we've got maximum accuracy reduced 20%. Turret traverse speed improved, aim speed improved, accuracy, minimum accuracy reduced. Okay, M speed, traverse, aim speed. Okay, I'm gonna go with the traverse. Yeah, because I don't feel like I've got. Yeah, let's go with that one. That seems to be good. So this guy's got a reload time of plus 2%. So reload time increased again. Ammo swap speed. I'm not finding having to swap ammo out being particularly difficult. Module damage improvement by 20%, so this is going to hurt more modules on the enemy. Ammo rack hit points increased by 4. Ooh, okay. So we've got secured ammunition, so that makes me a bit more tougher. Stop me getting ammo racked. Hurts the enemy, more chance of hurting the enemy, so any damage I would do to modules would be improved by 20%, so knock them out. Or rapid reload of 5%. I've already got an upgrade on reload. Firing, I'd rather increase my raw DPS currently at the moment, because I've got the best shape charge ammunition, and that's very good at doing module damage. So those are upgraded. Now the commander is, he follows you around. The crew are stuck with that specific tank. So as you can see, the commander skills, it's going to be a little while before I get to pick the next level up. But there we go, we've upgraded our tank. Let's have a quick look at our... well, we've upgraded our crew. Let's have a look. We've got 973. This is global reputation. This follows you around, so you get a little bit of this every time. It's like premium kind of reputation that you can transfer. So if you really want something, you can use that, or you can earn it with the tank. And this is our progress towards the next vehicle in the chain. Yeah, so 973. What haven't I purchased? I haven't got telescopic sight or the high explosive ammunition. Definitely going to go for the telescopic sight. That's been a really quick look at Armoured Warfare. Really rough, really quick look, and you've seen the 2 different fighting modes. So would you guys be interested in me continuing to cover this on different tanks? If so, leave a comment, and thank you very much for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed this, hit the thumbs up. If you've not, leave a comment, let me know what I could do right in my next video, and we'll see you guys in that next video. Bye now.